Welcome back to Gen Reads. As you can see, today's video is really a question of, do we really need more Harry Potter content? And just to kind of get started at the very beginning, people forget that the books they started being published in the 90s. So I mean, we're coming up on almost 30 years of Harry Potter just in our face all the time. And I swear, I wake up almost daily at this point, and I'm not sure if it's because of HBO Max or if it's because it's just how negotiations are going. I don't know, but I swear almost daily I'm waking up and I'm seeing articles and things written about more Harry Potter that's to come. And the main one that I've seen recently is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child being adapted into a movie. Also, what I've seen just this morning was that Emma Watson supposedly is in talks to reprise her role as Hermione in a Hermione-specific spinoff. But then there's also Harry Potter. Is there going to be a complete remake of the adaptations from the books? So you just kind of put all that together with what we already have. So first off, we have toys, we have things like action figures, we have games, we have puzzles, we have all the movies, obviously. We have Fantastic Beasts, that was literally a spin-off from that entire universe. We have those coloring books, like those adult coloring books. I mean, what do we not have at this point of Harry Potter is the real question. We have just about everything that you can think of. I'm sure if I really did some searching, there's a whole lot more when it comes to maybe not media, but maybe, for example, there's bath towels, or there's it's just anything at this point that can be branded, has been branded Harry Potter in some way. And so my question is, again, from the beginning of the video, do we need more Harry Potter content? Now, me personally, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, I have only read the first 3 books in the series. Now, I've seen all the movies probably 800 times because I love the movies. I discovered them much earlier than I discovered the books. And so I love the movies. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Now, you're not going to catch me, Harry Potter night at the bar or whatever, because Harry Potter's everywhere. But that's just to say that I really do enjoy Harry Potter. But the question, do we need more Harry Potter content? And I don't think so. It's gotten a little bit ridiculous how these books, not a continuing series, it's still being written today, have just taken over our lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously there's a lot of people doing a lot of work to accomplish what has been accomplished with the entire franchise and everything that goes along with it. But the first part of it is, do we need a Hermione spinoff? So if we had a Hermione spinoff immediately after the conclusion of the series of not only the books but also the movies, I think, you know what, let's go ahead, let's do it, because Hermione's Hermione, everybody loves her. But now we are a decade after the books were finished, after the final book was published. We're a decade. So now do we need a Hermione spinoff? I don't think so. Would we need a Ron or a Draco? No, we wouldn't. Do we even need a Harry and Ginny? No, we don't. Because the whole idea of that epilogue kind of skips all past all that. I mean, do we want to see those actors and actresses in their 30s? Not only real life, but also the characters? Like, is that what we want? Because that's not what I want. I love those movies and how well that Warner Bros. Managed to do all of them, even those 8 movies. Like, it wasn't a trilogy, it wasn't a duology, it wasn't even a single, like a one-off. It was 8 movies that were all really well done. And I think we should let those stand on their own merit for as long as they can. Now, in the future, are we thinking that maybe there is going to be a remake where all Harry Potter's not Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson's not Hermione, Ron is somebody different? Do we think that's going to happen? I mean, remakes are kind of the nature of the business, so I would say yes. But those movies today still stand on their own very well against anything else that's coming out either now or that came out previously. I would say, just that I think of them because it's a very similar timeline, but as Lord of the Rings, the most recent movies that were critically acclaimed across the board everywhere. Do we need a remake for Lord of the Rings? I don't think so. Now, of course, there is a Lord of the Rings series in the works of Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. So that kind of goes out the window with my other points. But main question is, do we need a Hermione spinoff? No. Do we need a Harry Potter and Ginny spinoff? No. Do we need something else besides like Fantastic Beasts? I don't think so. I mean, I think Fantastic Beasts is supposed to be a 5-movie series, and there are only 2 movies in. So we still have content that's coming for probably almost another decade. But do we need a Harry Potter remake in terms of those original movies being recast and redone again? Again, I don't think the answer is yes at this point. And ask me in 5 or 10 years and maybe we get there, but right now I don't think so. I think we have plenty of Harry Potter content for our heart's content, and I think it should stay that way for a little while longer. That's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think we need any more Harry Potter content? Specifically a Hermione spinoff, or even a Harry and Ginny spinoff, or even just an overall remake of those movies? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.